I have to be real careful what I say in these interviews. I'm Dr. Mark Silzer, and I'm the principal and executive director of Cardinal West School. We have such an outstanding group of parents, and they're so lively and exciting, and you have to be careful how you describe people today. And I would describe this as a lively and exciting Mrs. Rocha, who is a very active realtor in our community, but also is a very happy parent who we see in the halls and smiles when she hears the kids laugh and when I sing, and that's all I'm looking for is a little acknowledgement, right? Um, Part of what we're doing as a school is teaching children to care. And we carry on from what the parents are already doing, the values that they're teaching their children, which involve caring, but also those where it's simply a matter of understanding that's the way our world will work best, is if we each care for each other. We're involved this month in the Wheelchair Foundation collections. You'll be hearing more about that. Our children will be riding in wheelchairs and experiencing that. But more importantly, they'll be understanding how they affect the whole world from this little place called Pleasanton. Cynthia, it's good to have you with us this morning. Thank you.
Thank you. Good morning.
Yeah, well, it looks like you got all cleaned up and everything.
Oh, yes, all prepared.
I caught Cynthia and I said, I'd like you to do this, and she was very willing to do it. But she only said, I didn't get a chance to do my hair. And I said, well, I did. So you be the judge. Was it worth it? Um, Cynthia, your children are very well adjusted. I see them in the halls, and they greet other children. They smile at me. They hold your hand. Your husband John, I see him chasing them outside. And,
Yes.
you know, these are our kids that, much like many of us have raised. And how do you, in particular, as a family, share with them the concept of caring?
Well, I try to let both Jacob and Olivia know that they need to be kind to other people, to listen to their words, to see what their other children's needs are. And of course, that would start with Jacob listening to Olivia and Olivia listening to Jacob at our house. With the 2-year age difference and a boy versus a girl, I hope that Jacob nurtures Olivia.
Now, you have animals.
Yes, we do.
Okay, lots of animals? More
For
than
Pleasanton, I guess it would be considered a lot of animals.
But you're in with the zoning.
We are within zoning to have the animals,
Okay.
so we have chickens and goats and rabbits and cats.
But no ponies or cows or.
No, no
Okay.
ponies or cows.
Okay. So has that helped you teach children to care?
Yes, I mean, obviously they need to be fed and taken care of, so they understand that, when the cats of course are closest to the house, so they see that the cats need food and can see that they want to be pet and loved, and so I would say that helps. And of course, when the bunnies went missing, there was quite a concern over that.
That's
So
right.
you could see that they do care for the animals and do notice.
It's when the bunnies and the big dog go missing at the same time
Ah,
that you start to, yeah,
that's a
worry.
problem.
What would you like us as a school to share? We're non-sectarian, which means that many of the cultural values of caring are not something that we'll be teaching or proselytizing. But what are the values you'd like us to share as far as caring for your children? Or for others, whichever is more comfortable.
I would like them to understand other people's needs, that not to leave other children out, to recognize if somebody's sad or if somebody's new to the classroom, that they need to be introduced to the friends, and that, if they were in that same position, how would they feel? And so I think the nurturing within the classroom to understand other kids' needs is very important.
Okay. We'll be having children participate by actually riding in wheelchairs for an extended period of time. Would that something you'd be interested in having your children do?
Yes,
Okay.
it goes along with it to understand how that child feels if they can't. It might look fun to have somebody push them around, but that child cannot be running around on the playground.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to have Mr. Bering in next week, and he's placed over 700,000 wheelchairs. We'll be supporting that, and if you calculate it, we'll do one-tenth of 1% of their placement through our school in the next 3 or 4 weeks. But we appreciate this opportunity. And we'll get back to the topic of caring. Next week we have our parenting classes. We'd invite you to come. It's a support group for parents. Not parents in trouble or kids in trouble. It's just an opportunity for parents to talk to each other, to better understand what goes on in other people's lives, and to help aid their particular parenting and family life. We really appreciate it. We're glad we have such wonderful parents to share with you,
With you.
and you're welcome. And this will be posted, of course, on our website, and it will also be posted on Ustream under the Cardin label. Thank you very much. This is Mark Silzer, going out in 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.